Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the many weaknesses of the narcissist. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So the narcissist, first of all, they don't want you to discover the weaknesses that they have. Second of all, the narcissist believes they have no weaknesses. They are so caught up in their own false narrative that they believe that they're superior to virtually everybody on the planet. They believe they're better than you, that they know more than you, that they're smarter than you, that they're more beautiful than you, and that they can pull one over on you. Now, the many weaknesses of the narcissist, here we go. Some of them include they don't want you to understand who they ever were, meaning they don't want you to discover what narcissism is and that in fact they are a toxic individual. Another weakness of the narcissist is inside of them, in their core. They are anxiety riddled many times. They can't sit still. They need to be on the go, go, go. They need to wear a mask to manipulate unsuspecting individuals or people that actually even know the narcissist very well. They wear masks with these individuals also. Other things weaknesses that the narcissist possess are they are so shallow and there's no core or substance to them that they need to take other individuals' ideas, other individuals' light, other individuals' money, other individuals' time, resources, network of friends, hobbies, social circle, everything. They want to take everything that you possess. And this is a weakness for the narcissist. You may say, well, what are you talking about? How's that a weakness? They're taking everything from me. Well, they are, until they can't. And that is why you're on the channel right now, becoming awakened and aware. You're becoming educated and empowered, and you understand that, yes, the toxic narcissistic individual or individuals, they took from you for a period of time. But no longer are you allowing that to happen, because you're now having boundaries. You're now knowing your worth. You're now knowing your value. You're now knowing that you are not going to give away your resources just to an individual because they ask for them, or because perhaps you have surplus of resources. Example, let's use money. Let's say that you have a large bank account. Well, God bless you. I think that's great. Just because you have money doesn't mean you should be handing it out left, right, and center to individuals, unless that's what you want to do. But the narcissist will look at your bank account and say to themselves, wait a minute, that person has so much money. They don't need all that. I'll try and take as much of that as I can. Maybe I'll get in a relationship with them. Maybe I'll have them fall in love with me, and I'll drain or slowly bleed their bank account from them. I hear this so frequently, almost every day, that the financial abuse of the narcissist, it's not until it's too late, when an individual is in the deep end of the pool per se, and their bank account is depleted or diminished, or they're falling upon challenging times. That's when the narcissist usually will pull back or pull away or discard the individual. But the weaknesses of the narcissist, they are plenty. I will tell you right now, once you see what the toxic narcissistic relationship is at its core, and you've identified what it was to you when you were in the relationship, you now apply the wisdom and the tools, and you're getting the insight on the channel, and you're sharing your experiences with the community. You're understanding this wasn't just you who went through the narcissistic relationship. It's happening all over the globe. As I'm creating this video, there are people that are entering the toxic narcissistic relationship for the first time. They don't even know it. They don't have the wisdom. That at one point in time was you. It certainly was me. And then also flip the script. As I'm creating this video also, there are individuals all over the globe who are being discarded, who are about to be discarded, who are having an exit plan to remove themselves from the relationship. There are people right now, as I'm creating this video and you're watching it, they're finally doing the right thing when it was their time, which is blocking the narcissist, going no contact with them, deleting them, removing all flying monkeys and people associated with them, because the timing wasn't right up until perhaps this exact minute when you're listening to the video. And this was the moment when you decided to take action. And remember, on the channel, I suggest frequently, take action, do things that benefit you, conserve your energy for yourself, focus on yourself, take things in stride, become educated, understand that you are the priority, you come first, second, and third, and that the toxic narcissistic relationship, it did try to take you down for the count, but it failed. Like it always fails. It fails miserably once you get the wisdom, once you get your first light bulb moment, and you understand that, wow, this person really had me brainwashed. They really had me manipulated. They had me placed in the trauma bond. They had me placed in where I was existing was the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog. They did a number on me, but they couldn't take me out. And that's why you're here. That's why you are paying it forward when your cup is full, by the way. Remember, use the airplane analogy. You can only pay it forward when your cup is full. So if you're on the airplane and you hit turbulence and the oxygen mask drops from above, You can't put it on your friend or whoever you're sitting next to first, because you need to save yourself first. Then you can help that individual put the mask on. That's what you need to do. Maybe not the best example using the oxygen mask, because we're talking about narcissism and they wear a mask, but you get my point. You have to save yourself, and then you can help other people out. But the weaknesses of the narcissist, they are sprinkled everywhere. Think about all the past relationships that they were a part of, all the relationships that they blew up, all of the family members that they let down, all of the business associates that they stole from, all of the past romantic relationships and partners, maybe even spouses, that they decimated throughout the length of the marriage. Think about all the toxicity the narcissist spews out each and every day. And again, you may say, Andrew, you're being very difficult right now. I'm not, I'm just telling you the truth. If you've come to the brink of existence like I have, and I did on January 6, 2021, you know exactly how far these individuals will go to perhaps not have you exist on the planet. They test you to your core. You were in a battle for your soul. You were in a battle for your life. You were in a battle for existence, for surviving. That is what a narcissistic relationship is. And if this was you, or it is you right now and it's resonating, please drop comments below. Not everybody is as fortunate to come through the fire and rise through the ashes like a phoenix, like we have here in the community, or like we are about to. We are the fortunate ones. We are the ones who are acquiring the wisdom and paying it forward. And we can identify now the weaknesses of the narcissist. You see, when you have the privilege of looking back at the toxic narcissistic relationship through a different set of eyes, the third version of you set of eyes, the galvanized version of you, the strongest version of you known to humankind, now you can look back and reflect or get more light bulb moments about what certain experiences were, why the narcissist did A, B, and C when they told you they would do X, Y, and Z, why they ghosted you, why they gave you the silent treatment, why they stonewalled you, why they weren't here for special events, while perhaps you were at home isolated, and because you were being isolated by the narcissist and you were being trapped in your own home, as an example, while each and every day you were trying to figure out what kind of relationship you were in. But now you have the wisdom. I keep sharing that because it's true. So many more and more people are becoming enlightened and empowered, and they understand that that narcissistic relationship, it was something they had to go through. There was no other choice. But the weaknesses of the narcissist are beginning to mount, because each and every relationship they blow up, they have to remember what they did to blow up that relationship. And they have to look for new unsuspecting individuals or recycle past individuals' relationships to get their regulation of supply, to get themselves regulated by supply. This is the curse of the narcissist. They must be in the cycle. They must continue to go around in that loop. Wash, rinse, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat, whatever it is. The key to this is removing yourself from the cycle and taking action if you can, like I shared earlier on the video. But the weaknesses of the narcissist, when you can actually zoom out and see how frail and how cowardice and how unsmart they are, or not intelligent, whatever you want to say. Because why I share that is because these people can't help but blow up each and every relationship they become a part of. Their ego gets so big that they believe that they'll never get caught. They believe no one will ever figure them out. They believe that they'll never be held accountable. They believe that no one will ever wise up. And all these things are weaknesses of the narcissist, because the narcissist usually overplays their hand. They do it with their own kids. They do it with their own parents. They do it with their siblings. They do it with coworkers, with neighbors, with people in communities. They do it every chance they get because they don't know how to lay off the gas. Think about what I'm sharing with you. So let's go back in time when you were in the narcissistic relationship. Think about this. If the narcissist laid off the gas with you just for a period of time, do you think you would have endured the toxic relationship longer? You probably would have. But you know what? That's a double-edged sword. Number one, they can't lay off the gas. They only know one speed, and it's full speed ahead. They don't have an off button. But number two is, if they did lay off the gas and you say you stuck around a little bit longer in the relationship, all that would do was continue the abuse for a longer period of time, and it would inhibit your healing. That's exactly what would have happened. So many times people say to me, well, if I only did this, this, or this, I could have stayed in the relationship. And you're right, you probably could have. Maybe you could have, but you still would be enduring the toxicity of the narcissistic relationship. Nothing would change. It would only deteriorate over time. And eventually you would have been discarded, or eventually you would have been a shell of yourself, or both, or you would have been trapped in that zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog, where you're existing, you're not living. None of those things are good. What is good is breaking free from these individuals, processing the relationship, healing childhood wounds, journaling, meditating, watching videos, maybe even seen a therapist who knows the narcissistic abusive cycle because perhaps they've experienced it themselves. When you do these things and many other things, you slow your life down and you look back and you see that the narcissist's weaknesses are everywhere. You just couldn't identify them when you were in the relationship because, again, you were hoodwinked, you were brainwashed, you were caught up in the spin cycle of emotions. You did not know which was left or right, up or down. All you knew is you were trying to get back to that initial stage of the relationship, the euphoric stage when everything is puppies and rainbows and it's unicorns and butterflies, and you thought that this person or this relationship was the best thing you've ever been a part of. Remember, nothing, and I mean nothing, could have been further from the truth. This was the narcissist wearing the mask because they know that the weakness and the curse that they possess is they can't be their authentic selves. They have to act like they're somebody else. They have to mimic back fake emotions, fake love, fake empathy, fake caring, fake kindness to people. That's what they do. At their core, there's nothing to them. They are nothing but a parasitic robot, if you will, that doesn't have any originality to themselves. That's why they have to take. And again, that's a weakness. Think about it. If you were put on a desert island with water and food and shelter for a month, but no cell phones or TV or internet or anything, do you think you could make it? I'm sure you could. I know for a fact I could. I've been through a heck of a lot worse than that, and I'm sure you have. But do you think the narcissist would make it? Well, maybe they would. I don't know. What I do know is if they don't have any interaction with human beings, no one to pump up their fragile ego, or no one to kiss their butt, if you get my point, or make them feel better, they would have to introspect, and they would be on that desert island by themselves for 30 days with the same food, shelter, and water, but there'd be no human being, no contact. That would be very challenging for them because they would have to really be forced to look within themselves, and they'd have to identify and understand how much destruction they've created on this planet to this point in time. Now, that's not going to happen. That was just an illustration to let you know that narcissists can't be alone with themselves. That's a weakness. The narcissist needs a smartphone or multiple smartphones. That's a weakness. The narcissist needs to take from people. That's a weakness. The narcissist needs to regulate themselves by playing manipulating games and or putting other people down or wearing the mask and letting other people believe that they're superior to them. That's a weakness. The narcissist will never be able to introspect or be accountable. Those are two weaknesses. The narcissist is destined to stay in the narcissistic abusive cycle, one where they live and they do their best to drag other people down into. That's a weakness. The narcissist cannot look forward and create and learn and grow and become abundant and be happy for other individuals. That's a huge weakness. The narcissist is always envious and jealous. They at times want to be you. They want to glom onto you. They want to look like you, act like you, use your words. That's a weakness. You see, in their core, like I've mentioned a few times in the video, the narcissist is a very, very shallow individual. They need others. They need others to make them feel good about themselves, no matter who the person is. And the narcissist cannot change. That's a weakness. The narcissist cannot grow. It's another weakness. The weaknesses of the narcissist are sprinkled everywhere. So many times people will say to me, well, post-relationship, they will say, well, I feel so bad for them. I just feel horrible. I want to help them. I can't help it. I'm an empath. I feel bad for them. I get it. Maybe you are an empath. God bless you if you are. That's a beautiful thing. But why would you try to help the person that abused you for X period of time? You barely escaped that relationship with your life, and now you're looking to go back and try and help them or save them. Nobody can save the narcissist, not even themselves. They are destined to live the cycle until their very last days on the planet. You are destined for greatness. You're destined for abundance, for positivity, for new relationships, for falling in love again if you want to, for creating businesses or traveling or doing all the things that you want to do or getting your hobbies back. That's your blessing. It's not the blessing of the narcissist. Remember, another weakness of the narcissist is they can't love. They have no empathy. They only care about themselves. And if you were to ask the narcissist, hey, can you love or do you have empathy? They're not going to tell you the truth, but they know, again, just like when they wear the mask trying to manipulate you, they would give you some kind of answer and maybe say, yeah, of course I do. But they won't, because they know they don't possess it. That's why they need to steal other individuals' beautiful, bright, shining light. And again, they captured yours, and they certainly captured mine for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship, and post-relationship for a period of time too, if you want the truth, until the trauma bond is broken and until you know your worth and you understand that you are the priority, you come first, second, and third, and you've healed properly. I'm talking properly. There's no magic pill, there's no magic wand to wave. No one's going to come rescue you. And again, if anybody tells you that you will heal in X period of time, an example, 3 months, 6 months, a year, they don't know what they're talking about. Each and every one of us heal in time, in our own time. It's completely contingent upon how much work you place within yourself. It's contingent upon how much energy you place within yourself. It's healing childhood wounds and processing the relationship and understanding by practicing radical acceptance that you had to go through that relationship. There was no other way. So again, I need to say that if anyone tells you do this or that and you will heal in X period of time, or first of all, that's not accurate. There's no way that's accurate. Number two is if anyone's telling you, oh, just get over it, move on, just get out, start dating again, or do this or that, well, they may have your best interest at heart, but they don't know what they're talking about, because you need to process this relationship. This wasn't a stable or healthy relationship that you exited. It was a toxic, draining, knockout brawl of a relationship. Each and every day you were battling. Each and every day you were playing defense. Each and every day your resources were becoming depleted. And each and every day the narcissist kept doing what? That's right, they kept pressing the gas pedal more and more, because they wanted that relationship to implode eventually. And of course it did, like they always do. Now guys, having said that, understand there are weaknesses all around the narcissist, and you may not see that right now. You may be saying to yourself, well, they look pretty strong to me and they look like they're doing great. That's the exterior. Remember, that's the brand new paint job on an engine of a car, or a car that doesn't run. It needs a fuel source, and that fuel source was you for a period of time. Without the fuel source, that beautiful paint job can be a beautiful thing, but it doesn't function. It doesn't work. And that's the narcissist. That's why they need to take from other individuals, and they need to make it look like everything's going great, but it's not. Remember, when you were in the household with the narcissist, or in the four walls with them, it was anything but puppies and rainbows. It was abuse, gaslighting, stonewalling, silent treatment, rage fits, etc. That's what the new supply is getting right now, and that's what other individuals are getting right now all over the globe, although they can't identify it or recognize it because they haven't found the needle in a haystack yet. They haven't understood that they're with a narcissist. Maybe it's their mom, maybe it's their sister, who knows? But the point is, that's why more and more people are becoming enlightened, and they're understanding, whoa, this toxicity, there's no place for it on the planet. Those days are long over. We are now paying it forward. So again, before I close the video, the weaknesses of the narcissist are everywhere. They have so many weaknesses. It's just that when you're in the relationship, you can't see it. Once you zoom out and you focus and you heal, and you understand that these people are trapped in their own cycle, that they kept you a prisoner in for a while, those are all weaknesses, and the narcissist can't escape. They are destined to stay in that cycle. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. God bless you. Remember that you are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening, or wherever you are. I love you guys. Bye.